Hello, welcome to Let's Talk. I am your host, Will Reeser. And as promised, we're going to do the Do Your Own Whiskey tasting today. If you guys remembered, I was going to do the hot summer. I started this project on the 1st of January. I started off with the vanilla bean wood chip. I let that sit in there for about 2 weeks, I believe it was, before I added the other spices. I wanted to add my spice a little bit sooner than they recommended, so mine would have a little bit more kick to it. The spices that hot summer takes is the orange peel and the burnside chili. So as I'm letting this thing filter through at the moment, just to give you a reminder of everything, when we smelled it last time, it had a very sweet note to it. You can really smell the orange peel in it. It still holds true today. All right, it's all drained out. I'm very excited. Hope this thing turns out well. If not, you'll see the reaction on my face. So let's get right to it. You can actually smell a little bit more of the wood in it than I originally remembered smelling the first time. You can still smell the orange peel really well, and maybe even a little bit of that spice now, that bird's eye chili spice. All right, let's give her a go. Holy crap. The hot summer, too hot. That thing had a serious kick to it. I think I should not have let it sit as long as I did. So that may be a tactical error on my behalf. So, woo-wee! A really spicy kick. This is more like a, oh man, I think I let that spice sit in there too long. So if you're gonna do it, make sure you follow the instructions to a T, because I think I may have did too much by trying it out and letting it sit in there a little bit longer. That was not a good experience for me. So consider this one a failure, and I will take the blame for this one. Not to give Do Your Own Whiskey a bad review due to something that may have been my fault. But definitely, if you do try the hot summer, make sure you follow the directions to a T, and hopefully it will not be this hot. It is very spicy. So with that being said, I'm going to say it's a no-go for me. Golly, that was a serious kick. I think my esophagus is on fire. We'll try one of the other ones later. I got a trip to Jamaica, which I will be video logging, or whatever they call it, vlogging, at the beginning of February. So stay tuned on that. But definitely, this is a no-go for me. I'm sorry about that one. All right, we're moving on. Oh man, that was some hot shit. So I had to put the flames out with a Coors Banquet, courtesy Cobra Kai, Johnny Lawrence. Like I told you, we're going to be talking about a straight razor set that I got for my birthday. I grew up watching all these old school movies and the badass dudes in it, always shaving with a straight razor. I've always been enticed by it. Never really got it for myself, but you know, most people are using Mach 3s, which is kind of what I used growing up. But then I got into the safety razor, which, you know, you use the boar brush and all that. And, you know, I found that to be very meditative during my facial care and stuff like that. But I've always wanted the straight razor. Something about it just appealed to me, you know what I'm saying? It's just like that manly man thing, you know what I mean? And so my wife got it for me for my birthday. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background of the company. And then we'll open the box. We'll talk a little bit about what's in the box and all that good stuff. And I'll tell you a few little things that I learned along the way. I've never actually used a straight razor up to this point. So I've been using it for about 2.5 months. I didn't want to do the review too soon because I didn't want to review something that I wasn't that experienced with yet and give it an unfair review or something like that. So now that I've got a little bit more experience, I feel like I can give you an honest opinion of it. So Naked Armor was brought to us by a man named D-Rock and his family. Pretty much it's a family-run company. And this family grew up handling guns, actually. So the dad was very particular about the details of handling the gun, the care of the gun, the assembly, when you disassemble one, put it back together, the cleaning of it, all those stuff. So this attention to details actually carried over into this box. So he was heavily inspired by his father when he was doing this, actually. So Naked Armor is pretty cool. It also has a close community action program type things. They're part of a program that we'll talk about a little bit later. But let's start with this. Let's open the box up, see what's in the box. So first, you get a pine wood box. By the way, I got the Solomon brand, the Solomon style razor, which I think is really cool. So we're going to open this up. First thing you're going to get is you're going to get a little booklet. It kind of tells you a little bit about themselves. It has a list of all their supplies and stuff like that in it. It also talks about the Kurt Tiffany funds, which is the community action program part that they do. Basically, it helps feed the homeless. His uncle was homeless for a while, so he started the Kurt Tiffany Fund for that. So I think that's really cool. And they're also very into helping the environment as well, which we'll talk about that as we go through this. So awesome little booklet here. It shows you all, like I said, it shows you all the different style of shavers that they have and whatnot. Also, it comes with a little thing, 100% guarantee for the sharpness. If it's not sharp, you can text the word sharp on the back. They're asking you not to ask for a refund because, like I told you, it's a small family-run business, but they will try to do right by you and get you one that is sharp. Personally, I don't think this is necessary because if you get one that's not sharp, just sharpen it yourself. It don't take very long to do that. So, with that being said, you also get Naked Armor's Guide to Wet Shaving. So if you've never used a straight razor before, don't be shy about ordering this because it will give you some pointers on what to do when you're using it. Also, there's a ton of things on YouTube and whatnot, all kinds of videos out there that'll show you how to get a good wet shave, which is kind of what I did myself. So, first thing, your brush. Now, like I told you, they're environmental friendly. So this is not made from typical badger hair. This is actually just made from some artificial material. So with that in mind, just keep that in mind that they do not harm the badgers or use anything badger bristle or nothing like that. Okay, so that's pretty cool, I think. Also, you get a 7-ounce tin can of the wet shave soap. This one has a really nice pine smell. I don't know if they're all like that, but the Solomon comes with a nice pine smell. So of course, if you get the set, you're gonna also get the strap. Everybody knows how important the strap is for straight razor shaving. So on the back side, you'll see like a blue jean style material. You'll use that. You'll brush your blade along that to warm the blade up some, and then you'll turn it over and hit it with the leather, so up and down with the leather. So, and it's got the little swivel so you can access both sides pretty easy. Hang on to this side so you can turn it. So I found it to be really nice, and again, I think it's kind of cool to use. And now for the main attraction is the blade itself. Comes in a little box. And inside the box, it actually comes in a nice leather carrier. So again, it's a nice little extra touch that Naked Armor does to make you feel like you got a good product. So here it is. Algum, the wood is algum. And you see it's a really nice dark wood material. You flip it open with the which your thumb right there. It's got the emblem Naked Armor on it. It's really nice. You flip it up. It's made from stainless steel, Japanese stainless steel, which is supposedly like one of the best in the world. So that kind of gives you an idea of the quality of the blade itself. It's got a nice weight to it. I'm not really sure if the lighter ones are better for you or not. I personally like the weight of it because I feel like it gives, I feel like I have more control with the weight. It's got a nice balance between the blade and the handle. So all in all, it's pretty good. There's a million different ways people show you how to hold it. Typically, when I'm holding it, I just hit it like this. I just hold it right there, and I do short strokes. Now, when you're doing this, one thing I do recommend, I used to watch this in the old movies, is they put a nice hot cloth on the area that they're getting ready to shave, whether it be your neck or your face or whatever. And it helps soften the hairs up before you start to shave. I do recommend you do that before you start your shaving. Then, of course, you're going to use your shaving soap, lather that up. Remember, it's called a wet shave for a reason, so you want to make sure you got yourself nice and lathered up really good. If you don't have the patience for like the hot cloth to do its work, they make lotions and pre-shave lotions and balms and stuff now that you can use before you start shaving if you choose to go that route as well. So again, it's a nice sharp blade. One of the things that I had to look up right away is the proper way to hold the blade, because I didn't know if I should go straight in and shave or if I should hold it at an angle, which everything that I've read, 35 degrees seems to be the angle at which you want to hold your blade. Everything I've read seems like it's it. Now, there are some guys out there, some forums out there where people are arguing over 2 and 3 degrees. I don't think anybody's that good to be able to tell what degrees they're holding. So right around the 35 degree margin, I think is kind of where you'll be safe at, all right? So also, with that being said, is also when you're shaving, whatever angle that you're going to hold this blade at in comparison to your face. So if I'm going to hold my blade at this angle, I need to shave at the same angle. If I'm going to hold it like this, I need to come down, right? So one of the mistakes that I made, that I was getting razor burns because of it, is I had it just slightly in one angle and still taking it down in a straight angle. So be careful about that. It is very important that you shave in the direction that you're actually going to hold your blade. You can also use the rounded part here to get around the lip areas if you have a beard, like this area in here, and any etching that you want to do right where you got corners or whatever. Works real good when you're hitting it with just the edges right here. I found that to be really useful. Well, another really cool thing that I like about this is you see the width of it. And your razors don't come that wide, but it fits perfectly into the beard where it comes down and comes across. This area right here, this thing fits perfect in there. It gives you the best straight line that you're going to get. And like I said, so again, keep it wet, keep it warm, keep some heat in there, keep everything soft and nice and smooth. All in all, it's a great blade. It was a great gift from my wife. I think it's one of the best gifts I've gotten in a long time. I love it. I can't say enough good things about it. Like I said, they give back to their community. They're very conscientious of their environment. Like I said, the soap is organic. The brush is artificial because they didn't want to harm the badgers. They don't. So, I mean, all in all, they got a good gimmick going. I see myself buying more products from them. I don't know how long it'll be before I buy another blade, because this blade's, like I said, the blade is really awesome. And then again, they got a ton of them to choose from. I do recommend you check them out if you want to get into the straight razor wet shave deal. This is the brand I would recommend you go with. I think that you can't beat it, especially for starters. I think it's a perfect gift. You're gonna get this box for about between $150 to $200, depending on if you catch it on sale or not. But again, that's what it looks like on the front. It has a really nice etching in it. The book, the story behind it's in here. It's gonna, again, it's just a great gift. I love it. I like the way it's been since I shaved. I feel like I can give an honest opinion on it now. I don't know how other ones are. I can't compare it to another style of straight razor, but I do know that it gives me the feel that I look for when I want to shave and meditate on my shaving. So that's about it. That's all I got for you guys today. Again, don't forget, I'll be doing that video vlog thing for Jamaica, so I'm very excited about that. So you guys, if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. If you don't like what you're seeing, still subscribe and help me get better. I'm always open for suggestions. Again, my friends, when they watch these videos, my friends have been very supportive of me. So thank you guys for always watching these things and giving me your advice on things that I can make better. If you got a product you want to advertise, or if you're into music and you want to advertise your music, or you got a small business and you want to come on the show and advertise it, that'd be awesome. I don't really have a lot of viewership right now. I'm hoping that grows in time. But the sooner we get more people on here, the better off I'll be, because I talk better to people than I do a camera. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed my show. You be blessed. Have a good night.